Balls deep. Dr. C.
Hey guys, this is Kyle up in Austin. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Love the show.
His highlight tape looked like a VHS porno from '94. It's just grainy and. Why the fuck is he starting? Unless you're trying to win some free beer, unless you're trying to get a year's supply of Bud Light, ain't no fucking reason this guy is starting. No. But this is where you kind of play the statistics game. A regress to means. You know Kirk ain't gonna score another negative the following week.
Hey, did you not just watch the game that we watched?
Oh. You know Lamar Miller is carted off.
What? Oh, he was asleep.
The stats would say that he did perform very well, but then I think if you look
pull
at the
him
team,
up, Bob.
Okay, let's check that. Hold on.
Pull him up. Yeah, but while you pull that up, man, what I would say is that motherfucker don't know me personally, man. You don't know this league how I know this league, man. But he was right, man. Minshew, he killed it the first 2 weeks. Nothing all over the place.
People do not like Kirk Cousins.
People don't like Kirk O'Bangs, and they absolutely right, man.
It's not so much roll the dice. Like, you actually have a viable backup. Do you go with your backup, or do you go with your main? Yeah.
I mean, you going with that bad bitch over there that you know she may not even end up touching willy nilly, or you gonna go for the sure, you know, girl over there with a little bit bigger love handles, but still got a pretty face, and you know she gonna gobble it up. So I mean, in this case, I mean, you answer the question, you go with it. Me personally, your boy nasty. Your boy done had many times where, hey, if it's a guaranteed buffet, I'm going. But
so you're playing the backup.
Well, no. I would just say that was the sex life.
Same with Josh Gordon, Antonio Brown. You know, Gordon out there blowing down, Antonio Brown out there nutting on girls' backs. It's like they're doing their own thing that's not relative to football, the culture, being around the team, chemistry, all these little variables. Yeah, you know, us as fantasy players, we ignore.
I just want to say, keep up the amazing work and dropping the knowledge that you guys have been supplying. And people are sort of looking at me as some sort of NFL encyclopedia when it comes to fantasy, and that's a big thanks to you guys. So I'll keep spreading the word and keep up the great work.
This is a real story. It just came up. It just came up on NFL.com.
If you ain't got Pepto-Bismol, the next best thing is to listen to us, man. We'll tell you how to turn this shit around right here.
Woo! What up, baby?
At least Melvin Gordon, there's
Oh,
a
I
way he might play.
always forget the Randy part at the end. What's going on, Nappy
What's
Nap?
good, man? What's
We
good,
got the
boy?
draft results. I guess I'm titling this episode the draft results episode. We're going to talk about the top games. The schedule got released. The NFL draft happened. We're going to talk about the games, some milestone dates.
sir.
I'm assuming you mean when we know like who's hot, who's not, who's for real, who's legit. Milestone, right? Is that what you mean by
Oh
milestone?
yeah. No, it was more like
okay.
like, you know, Hall of Fame game,
Okay.
the kickoff game, maybe the first Saturday doubleheader. You know, you got your Thanksgiving slate, shit like that. Hell yeah.
We got Tim Tebow is in the news. Is it confirmed that he actually got signed? Because I've heard contradicting reports around him going to Jacksonville. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
on the table. We got Texans 2021. Can't talk about, you know, balls deep without Texans, as we are AFC South Texan
A
fans.
little local. Yeah, a little local
We'll
love.
talk winners, losers, and then what's happening. Just anything we want to spit on. So, anyway, how you doing, man? What's kicking? What's happening in your
Hey,
world?
I'm excited to drop down, see y'all in Austin soon.
That's right. We
That'll
got
be good. I'm
the Hooks
excited.
wedding this
Reunite.
weekend. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Other than that, just getting through the grind.
So let's kick it off. Top games. We had the schedule released. I think what was it yesterday? Was the official schedule release?
Yeah, they started trickling throughout the day, which is cool. How NFL is just kind of dangling, got matchups, every hour, or some get leaked, I guess. Like the Saints' entire schedule was out probably by like lunchtime, things like that. But hey, it's interesting once you see everything how the leaves fall. We got obviously something good every week to look forward to. Typically Texans fans, you already know. I think it used to be allowed 6 primetime games. Texans would only always get like 1, if that, every year. But it's opening Cowboys Bucks, so we get to see return to Dak and Brady. I like that one. Quick 2021. They gonna repeat or what? Tampa Bay. I say yeah.
Oh crap. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Having some technical difficulties right at the moment. My whole software streaming program is frozen.
Oh no, is it? Let me see. I
I
think it's
think
running.
it's. Can you see me? Am I frozen on
Yeah,
your screen?
I got the No, I'm actually up on the screen. I got the YouTube up though.
Yeah, I got you up. Well, there's a delay there. I was trying to share my screen and it completely fucked the whole program. This is not good.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Actually, they cannot hear you. Looks like they can't hear you on the YouTube.
Yeah. I might have to kill this and restart. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So,
damn
shoot.
it.
Week 1, Cowboys, Bucks. Week 2, I think the stream is still going though.
Yeah, it's definitely still going. I am just frozen as fuck right now.
So I'll freestyle it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So, sorry about that. Had to restart the stream right there. Waiting for Nappy Nap to come back in. Where are you, Nappy Nap? Talk to me. Should be down at any second. Nappy Nap. Where are you? There you are. You good? Can I hear you?
Sure.
All right, let's kick it back off. Sorry. I won't try to do that again. I don't know what happened, but the whole stream kind of went down for a second. So what were we saying? Schedules. We were saying it leaked. Found out things about the Saints schedule and whatnot. I'll try to.
Yeah,
pull
man.
that up.
I got week 1. I think we already know it's kicking off. Dak Prescott versus Tom Brady. Return of Dak. I was asking, hey, Tampa Bay, are they going to repeat or not? I mean, they're returning everybody. Chiefs returned everybody the year before. It's just so hard to repeat, but I mean, when you got the GOAT at QB, it's not even really a dream or a fantasy.
It's crazy because it's almost like he's a good athlete, but almost at this point, his experience of how to get to the Super Bowl outweighs the talent. At least, I mean, that's the way I kind of perceive it. Like, he knows how to take care of yourself through the season. He knows when you got to step it up. He knows when you should be firing on all cylinders. And it was insanely wild. I think like everyone thought like, oh, Tom Brady will probably go Super Bowl again. But to see it actually happen was actually pretty fucking wild to watch. You know, just taking Tampa Bay, who's like never gone deep in the playoffs since what, John Gruden won a Super Bowl with them.
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah, and then just
a long time, bro, 20 years.
And they just killed it. I mean, and I think they also, I'm trying to recall details of last season, but they also had the opportunity to, because I feel like every team, maybe
remember they got stomped by the Saints twice. Met the third time in the playoffs. And, you know, they got the best of the Saints in the playoffs. But things like that, man, he was still hitting milestones, man, at his age and with another team. And definitely killed that debate on, you know, chicken come before the egg or blah, blah. You know, he made Belichick. You know,
right. Like, and that's something that the Patriots, at least with Tom Brady, always did well. Like, if they got murdered by a team, they're not going to let it happen again. And so it's like, was it Bill Belichick's philosophy, offense, X&O's, or was it just Tom Brady being
I'll just say it was a perfect marriage, man. It was just a perfect marriage, you know. Big offense IQ with the defensive, you know, Darth Vader right there, the hooded one. So, shit. This one's gonna be a good game because the Cowboys too. They've been talked about a lot. They're really they are loaded, man. I mean, the O-line took a few steps back past few years, but I mean they're loaded. I'm not a fan of Zeke, but Tony Pollard's doing just fine too. So if they can complement each other, you know. I don't want Zeke to be the lead guy anymore, though. Typical running back, got paid and hasn't done shit since, you know. So, hey, I like week 2, Chiefs Ravens. That's kind of a good one. Lamar, former MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, how they
former
construct
MVP.
the schedule is pretty. Did you ever see the special, like when they talk about how they construct the schedule? But it's very
I bet
they
it's wild, huh? Some sort of
it used
algorithm or some shit.
it used to, yeah, I think more algorithm, but this feels so much more like there's a human touch to things because there's all like the kind of underlying stories. You have Tom Brady going back to Foxborough. You have the two young up and coming. I can't even say up and coming because Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl. He's arrived.
Yeah,
So you have
see.
the two young quarterbacks going head to head. What else do you have? You have
What I like in this one, yeah, I like. I mean, we already know the supporting cast is they should earn the leading role too. You know, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and then I like Calais Campbell. You know, if you want to just talk about defense, Marcus Peters. We already know Honey Badger. So yeah, this one's loaded too. It's a loaded game, man. Chiefs Ravens kind of like a playoff preview, if you will. Week 3, I saw Colts Titans. That's the AFC South Division rivalry. We know about that one, but Colts and Titans. I'm wondering why people are highlighting this one for a Week 3 matchup. But Titans busy in the offseason. You know, they lost Jonnu Smith to the Patriots. They lost Adoree Jackson, Corey Davis. So they lost some depth guys for sure. So I'm excited for the Colts, though. We already know Carson Wentz. You know, I mean, Week 4 is kind of a. I'm looking on CBS right now. They're talking about a repeat right here. Bucks Patriots. I found another one I like Week 4. I like Jags Bengals. You know, I like the thought of Trevor Lawrence versus Joe Burrow. You know, former number 1 pick versus number 1 pick, right? Back-to-back years. I like that storyline. You know, another good one I think. Bills Chiefs. We already know we talked about the Chiefs, but the Bills, man, it's a team that no one talks about anymore, or used to not talk about, right? I mean, they're here, man.
Yeah, did
Josh
they
Allen.
How far they got deep in the playoffs? Was it the championship game? Were they one game away?
Oh man. AFC Championship.
I want to say they were.
Remember.
AFC Championship.
Yeah, let me check that out, man. Yeah, but I know Josh Allen. They just got to get the running back right, and maybe not. Maybe they prefer to have a few backs committee. So Stephon Diggs there.
Titans Chiefs.
Didn't think
I don't remember the Titans being that game. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh yeah, they were in the AFC Championship last year. Damn.
Titans Chiefs.
For real? 2020?
2020. Why don't I remember that? That seems like not right.
They must have got blown out there.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I was just trying to run through these. Shoot, we can move on to the next one. I will just scroll down. Let's see. I mean, this is all opinion. Which games matters more? Which games looks more important? But I do like the type of matchups we're gonna see. You know, when we run through some of these names, like the Saints without a Drew Brees. Like, no matter who they play, that's gonna be crazy, man. Like, to see the next team out there led by who? Taysom Hill, right? Or is it famous Jameis?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Crab legs.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, crab legs, man.
Then you got like the whole idea, like in some of these don't really, I think, count as quote unquote revenge games, but you got the Cardinals and the Texans going against each other. So you got J.J. Watt, D-Hop.
I like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe for D-Hop it'd be more of a revenge game, but for J.J. Watt, I think it was just like, hey, we're going to cut you loose because you know very damn well what the situation is here. And
and because
Cardinals, yeah.
For sure, exactly. And because Bill O'Brien's gone. Because I think that's where D-Hop would probably want to go out there and wreck. But, like, now it's like, I mean, it's a new regime, man. Like, they had nothing
different
to do
team, yeah.
Trading you out. Yeah. But, you know, D-Hop going to find a way to twist it. He a diva. But, you know.
Yeah, he is.
What happens when you're the band?
Then it's like Sam Darnold, Jets, Carolina Panthers. So you're going to go against the team who dumped you for the new kid who's just like Sam Darnold. Just white boy, pretty guy. You know, Sam Darnold from USC. Zach Wilson from BYU.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. That either way, I think.
But it's the new coach's pick. That's why what I'm
right.
saying.
I think
Robert Saleh.
Whether there's like bad blood or not, I think there's always gonna be this like I'm gonna prove you wrong of like you shouldn't have. Sam Darnold's gonna be I think much more of like revenge game. He got cut, and
the better question is who's gonna do better, Zach Wilson with the new Jets regime or Sam Darnold with a Carolina regime's only been there a year. You know what I mean? Matt Rule came from Baylor. So really, I hope they both do well. I still think Sam Darnold has a chance. I mean, Panthers are in good hands, I think, as far as a franchise.
Do you think Sam Darnold's a legit #1 quarterback in the NFL, like sustainably?
Oh man,
Or do you think
he's not. Yeah,
Yeah, eventually
right.
he'll get replaced or something, or get traded again.
Yeah, no, he's out. He's gonna be like a Blake Bortles now, or a Mitch Trubisky in, midway through the season. Like it's about to get lost in the shelf and forgotten. Andy Dalton's almost there. He had a chance to climb out of that hole last year and save Dallas when Dak got hurt, but he couldn't do it. So
It's true. Then speaking of Andy Dalton, I heard, kind of going off script here, Kyle Shanahan of 49ers head coach. Apparently he really wanted to get Andy Dalton on the 49ers roster. The plan was to get Andy Dalton. Have you heard this?
No.
Apparently the plan was to get Andy Dalton to kind of steer the ship and then draft who did they draft? Why am I forgetting his name?
Who are you talking about? The Niners? Oh, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
Yeah.
They were
Kid
eyeing
North
Trey
Dakota
Lance.
State.
Yeah, so I think they got their guy that they wanted, but they really liked the idea of having Andy Dalton there. So it's just like it's so crazy how Jimmy Garoppolo was this thing they had to have. They put the contract in. This kid from New England, he was going to be awesome, and then just now he's just kind of an afterthought. They would have loved to trade him if they got like Andy Dalton before. So going back to like
That's wild, man. That's a wild rumor. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to pull it up, but I don't want to crash the damn stream again.
No, we're good, man. Shoot, let's go. So some milestone dates. The first Thursday night game. It's not the first week because you usually have that kickoff game. So it's actually Giants Washington. I think that's gonna be exciting. To run through it quickly, Washington's got an excited rookie from Florida. Everyone talk about Kyle Pitts, but this Tootie kid, it's gonna line up at receiver. Hopefully help out. Who's Sterling Shepard that's already there. I believe Darius Slayton stayed. Daniel Jones, really got to see how he's gonna grow up the next year. Saquon coming back from injury, right? So, I mean, it's a lot to look forward to. And then Ron Rivera's Washington football team, which I'm hoping they still got a name coming out, right? They're supposed to have something permanent soon. This was temporary.
I think I heard like if it's kind of growing on people.
I'll keep it, bro. I like it, man.
There's no logo, it's just like a W.
It's like FC Football Club, That's a lot of Euro teams be naming their clubs and stuff. So, hey, some other milestones. What's up?
So, who's gonna be the quarterback of Washington football team?
Oh yeah, so you got oh man,
We don't even know.
Heineke.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder if they had to get somebody in the offseason. Yeah. While you check that out, I'll talk about the London game. That's week 5. That's a milestone too. It's gonna be Jets at Falcons. So probably one of the last times we'll see a Matt Ryan and Julio Jones combo.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Forgot he signed with them.
Oh, yeah. God bless.
They have him so the depth chart I'm looking at on ESPN has Fitzpatrick as 1. Heineke has
Ryan
2.
Fitzpatrick, man. Oh, Ash Ketchum ass, huh? He just over there collecting gym badges, huh? Just going team to team. Just goddamn putting pelts on the wall, man. Good for him.
He's getting paid, man. Props to him.
I remember when he was on with the Texans, he was rolling hard, man. Shit.
He's a fun guy to watch though, because it's just like when he does well, like everyone remembers the crazy throw from Miami last year. Was it? It was last year. He got face mask and just like threw like a Hail Mary touchdown.
Oh yeah.
Won the game.
That was with Miami. Oh yeah,
that was Miami.
Yeah.
And then
yeah. Shit.
All right, so for Washington, you got Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heineke, whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Kyle Allen. Is he from?
Oh,
Houston?
UH. Oh yeah.
But
Ron Rivera brought him over because he
wasn't
started,
he at A&M and then finished at U of H, or was it the other way around? He started at A&M, went to U of H.
Yeah, he started at A&M.
And then they have a fourth guy, Steven Montez, whoever the fuck that is.
Damn, that's when Kevin Sumlin had 2 of the best quarterbacks on his team. He had Kyler Murray and Kyle Allen. And that's what happens. College coaches, they politicians, and Kevin Sumlin wasn't a good politician, because he ended up something fucked up. They found out about something. It's like the two, maybe the chick and the wife talking together, and bam, they found out about each other. Oh, he said, you starting? No, he said, I'm starting. Oh, fuck it. I'm out. Oklahoma.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, not to get in tangent, I used to think college kids were really prima donnas. It's like, oh, I'm not a starter, I'm going to leave. But it's like you've got such a short window to showcase your stuff. If you really want to go to the NFL, it's in your best interest. Like if you're going to ride the bench, like
and now, and now they made it a little more friendly for them as far as even graduate transfers. So like, hey, you finish your career there. You go transfer to the school and have one more year eligibility. That's what's up, man. And you don't have to sit out. They trying, but yeah, you're right. I still hate on them though. I mean, yeah, but no, you got a good point there. You look at a guy like Mac Jones who had to sit behind 2 quarterbacks. He still came out at 15th overall.
I do think it's kind of different when you go to a place like Alabama because like every quarterback on Alabama probably could start at another school. So
yeah,
maybe that's different. I don't know what they say.
I'm hard on Alabama QBs because it's like, how can you even really judge them? Because the fucking supporting cast is what's godly, right? You know, Alabama's receiver room last year had 4 number 1, for 4 first rounders.
Like AJ McCarron.
Last 2 years. Yeah, exactly.
Won national titles, but he's just been a journeyman in the NFL. I don't think anyone expected him to be like a franchise guy. Maybe like.
Hey, we'll talk about
anyway.
Thanksgiving, week 12, Thanksgiving games. It's always a triple header, turducken style. Turkey stuff with duck, stuff with chicken. So three meats, 3 games. You got Bears, Lions, Raiders, Cowboys, Bills, Saints. Traditional teams always playing. Yeah, traditional Lions. You got your Matt Stafford versus, you already know Justin Fields, right? He's a rookie out of Ohio State. He's going to be leading the Bears now. Bears lost out on Deshaun Watson a few years ago. They came, traded up, got their guy.
So do you think he's going to be starting week 1? Or do you think Andy Dalton's going to try to, because they gave me. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure they'll let Andy Dalton. Yeah, I'm sure they'll let Andy Dalton ride for a little. Just so they don't shell shock the rookie, right? But man, that's the new era type though for the coaches. These quarterbacks are starting now, man, young rookie year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Fields takes it.
Who started that trend? Like was it Russell Wilson? Someone like that was the idea always. Like we even said it going back to our early episodes when Watson got drafted to the NFL. We were saying, nah, let Tom Savage, get in there, let him rise up like dough. Don't put him in a bad situation. But Deshaun Watson just showed he had the skill set like right away. People were like gushing over him in offseason training camp, like making comparisons to Warren Moon. And then he got in there like a couple weeks and was clearly way better than Tom Savage. So this idea of putting rookies out, it used to be like, no, let's get a journeyman, get some guy like, Ryan Fitzpatrick to start, teach him the ropes, second season. Or if the season goes downhill, then go ahead and put the young guy in. But
see what it is,
it's completely opposite. It's just like put the young guy in and let him go.
And it's because these coaches aren't stubborn anymore. What they're saying now is like, let me tailor my system. Let me get some plays implemented that are going to help the young guy pull some shit that he liked in college. Make sure we run some of those variations in the pro game. Instead of like 10, 15 years ago, it was like, this is the system. This is the pros. Fuck what you did in college, type shit. Like you fit to what I'm doing. Now these coaches are more player friendly. They're understanding to adapt. And that probably has to do with younger coaches too, getting in the game, so. I think that's really helping these kids. Yeah, for sure.
Had a monster rookie year. Didn't do shit after that.
Yeah, with Shanahan.
Messed up his knee.
And I think that was a big thing though too, him getting hurt. But that was that was Shanahan's dad's fault. Mike Shanahan just keeping him in the. Yeah, it's a fucking shame. I tell you, fucking man. I'll just say this Christmas, and then I want to move on to the next. I like what you got next. I want to talk about that. Christmas Day, you got Browns at the Packers. Holla at your boy.
Wait, Christmas Day?
Yeah, 2 games on Christmas Day.
I thought basketball always dominated Christmas Day.
Well, NFL's slanging that dang-a-lang now. You already know, like, they taking over, man. So, and Colts at Cardinals. We already talked about D-Hop, JJ, Colts, Carson Wentz. Back to the Browns and Packers. Baker Mayfield, I want to see it. It's going to be State Farm versus, what's the motherfucker go for? Progressive. That's going to be battle of insurances right there. I don't like Baker, but man, he showed out last year. So
he did pretty well. All right, so we have anything else to say on the schedules before we jump to hot topic? I think me and you disagree on this, which is going to make it really fun.
I say let's go ahead and just fast forward to Sunday now and go see Jesus.
The big talk that everyone's been chatting about is Tim Tebow, after years and years out of the league, did a stunt in the minors, is now coming back to the NFL. Apparently, I have not looked it up, but I've heard like he has signed. They haven't signed him yet. They plan to sign him. Either way, it looks like Tim Tebow is going to get an offer or an opportunity to at least go to a camp with the Jaguars. And I don't even know what camp and off season is looking like now with COVID. It looks like they're going full force. They're going to go full training camp because last year there wasn't like anything. We just started the season.
Yeah. We saw some preseason games and shit. Yep, yes sir.
I don't think we had a preseason. We just started.
No. I mean this year, yeah. It looks like we got preseason on the schedule, so yeah, it looks like things are getting back to norm, I guess. Like you're saying.
Anyway, people are out there, and you've said this. Tim Tebow going to the Jaguars. Let's just say he is going to go to the Jaguars. He's going to get that 1 year contract. Everyone's saying there's so many better candidates you can bring in, young guys who have actually played the position. Maybe they've had a year off the league or whatever. People are bringing up Colin Kaepernick. Why isn't he getting a shot? And Tim Tebow is getting a shot. So, and then it's like he might not make the team, but then I think you even said, well, it's just an extra roster spot that you could use on someone who might make the team. So it's like, why is Urban Meyer doing this? Is this just a publicity stunt? Is this just him trying to rah-rah the locker room because Tim Tebow is such a great person and maybe teach the guy something? So I'll let you start. Where are you sitting on this?
Yeah, I think it's trash, man. It's a fucking clown show. I'll tell you what, as a Texan fan, I'm happy that this is happening because at first I'd be shaking in my boots thinking Urban Meyer's coming. Had a lot of respect for him. Excuse me, what he did in the college game. But, man, this is a clown show part of it right here. Who else is going to start bringing in? Just his homeboys? It's going to be like nepotism and shit? Just start bringing in cousins and filling his staff up with. It reminds me, I don't know, no tangent, but Mike McCarthy brought in Mike Nolan, his BFF. That's how Dallas ended up with the worst defense last year. Obviously, Mike Nolan's gone. Now they got Dan O'Quinn, so things are going to improve. But just like that, sometimes you don't bring your homies in certain things, and I think this is one of those instances where his mentor, his old college coach, he's always got his back. I don't think you play that card here, man.
So I'm on the ESPN roster, and he is on the roster.
So
tight end.
It's a deal, huh? Well, good. All right.
Tight ends for Jacksonville right now are Chris Manhertz, don't know him, James O'Shaughnessy.
Shaughnessy, yeah, 16 catches last year.
Luke Farrell, and then Tim Tebow.
Farrell. Yeah, so two of those other guys, Luke Farrell and the first dude, I don't even know if they've combined for 16 catches, and then Shaughnessy, I think, had 16 catches last year.
So what's the typical tight end number you go into these? Because people run 2 tight end sets. They have blocking tight ends. They have catching tight ends.
I think you got 3 for sure. If you look at Texans, they always had 3. Some teams like Green Bay or Sean McVay that run a lot of that. That 12, I guess, that 12 personnel. Or 21, going with 2 tight ends. I'll tell you, man. So 4 is a good number to start with. I think Tebow will beat out all the way down, at least beat the first set of roster cuts. But I don't think he should be there day one, man. I don't know. But if he is, man, they within the 5-yard line, they're gonna let him throw it. They're gonna have a little Taysom Hill, Tim Tebow cat. But I don't know, man. Why? Tell me your side. Why you support it, man? I think it's bullshit.
So
Fuck Tebow,
it's not so much that I support. I still don't have a problem with it. Like some people, some people really fucking act like they have
their business. Let them what they do with it. Yeah, I do have a problem with it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you got guys that like undrafted, 21 years old, 22 hungry. Like, give them a shot. Give them that, $700-800 a week or whatever right now. Chase a dream. Tebow.
So here's what I think.
Tebow had 2 dreams. Tebow tried to chase 2 dreams, man. Tebow tried to chase football dream and then tried to go chase baseball dream. And he half-assed the baseball dream because he's still working for ESPN part-time. So it's not like he was, you know what I mean? Come
True.
On, man. Fuck that motherfucker, man. How you not play since 2012 and then you just come out here?
So I do think, ultimately, way back when Tebow first came out of college, he should have gone this route out of the gate. Should have just transferred to tight end.
I respected it. Mm-hmm.
Should have tried it. I think a lot of people are showing, a lot of the networks are showing this clip of when he was with the Jets when they try to put him in like a special package to.
Oh my God! Yeah,
and he caught the ball. He couldn't catch the ball. It was an awful like sidearm. You're taught never to do this kind of bullshit, and it hits him right in the chest and bounces off him. Just
he
the worst.
Turn around his head quick enough.
You're supposed to put thumbs together, catch the ball. It just looks so uncomfortably unnatural. So people are like, "Motherfucker can't even catch a ball. So why are you gonna put him in tight end?" Yeah. Here's why I don't really have a problem with it. Urban Meyer, I remember when he was coming out of college, was so supportive of Tim Tebow. He loves Tim Tebow, right? And he is definitely giving his guy one last opportunity to catch on, and he knows what's in this guy. He coached him in college. There's even, probably bullshit, but there's reports out there that the Jaguars coaching staff and the scouts are enamored with his physical fitness levels right now. Like,
Looked like he was 22 or 23.
Yeah, like
he's
that shit.
Yeah,
he's like a year older than
33,
us.
yeah.
We're old as fuck. And so yeah, I just feel like ultimately this is Urban Meyer giving him a nod, being like, "Hey, come on in." No, probably no special. Like, this is the only special treatment you're gonna get is like the foot in the door.
You get the chance.
You get the chance.
But come time to cut your ass, I will. I hope so, man. Yeah, you're right. So basically what you're saying is don't trip now. Let's just see what happens. Right now he's just part of 90, 92. He ain't
because
shit
people
yet.
are acting like he's made the team. Like, there's so much shit that you got to go through, and you got to cut people still. Like, so
I just say the chance, man. That little opportunity, shouldn't go to him.
Well, here's what, like, okay, I think Des Bryant was on
just
Twitter.
chasing a dream, dog.
Des Bryant was on Twitter.
Des would make a better tight end, bro. Des would make a better tight end.
Well, like, I mean, so Des Bryant, he's like, this is fucked up. It's like, I'm out here trying to get back on a team, and this guy's been, ESPN and fucking whatever.
But Tebow's never hit his mother, Des. That's why he's getting a shot.
But here's where I'm going again. It's like, fucking, how many jobs have you been overlooked? Like, in the real fucking world, people get jobs and shit all the time because who they know. You know how many times I've missed out on shit because like, oh, that guy knew that person and oh, they got hired, or oh fuck, that kid got a better grade than me because he's the teacher's pet. Shit's unfair, life's unfair, and it's so much about who you know. That is so true. And it's the same thing here. He knows him well. It's about who you know. He's got his foot in the door, and everyone wants to bitch about it. But it's like, what are you gonna do?
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. You know how I got my first job out of college? Michelle Arsenault.
It's all about who you know, bitch.
Yeah, man. She was working at like the Austin branch. So she just called the GM in Houston and said, "Yeah, this dude's cool. Motherfucker, prom king." And that's it. I got a second interview just from that. Like, these people didn't call me back, man, for like 4 months. And then
I mean, it feels so much better when you get shit all on your own, but like, again, let's face it.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't got no shame. I'm sucking on my mom's titties. So shit, I ain't got no shame, man.
I mean,
hey, but I'll tell you what, you know what? Yeah, my problem's not with Tebow, but it kind of is because, like I said, it's just he doesn't need to chase that dream right now. Motherfucker already chased 2 dreams. You know what I mean? Just lay back, have fun, man. Be a commentator and still make your money. Like, why does he still want to be a football player, man?
I think also it's like maybe Urban Meyer. I can't imagine, but
wants him in the locker room. People have been saying that.
Wants him in the locker room. He'll rub off and just inspire people, whatever. But I do think I'm not a evaluator of like talent on NFL level. But there was so much like, if you bring Tebow in, you're inviting the circus with you. So it's kind of like a Colin Kaepernick kind of thing where it's like, regardless of your talent, your talent doesn't outweigh the circus that you're going to bring with you. So we don't want you. Yeah. Urban Meyer's like, fuck it. I can handle the circus. I know this guy. I'm going to, again.
Probably wants to bring the circus, huh? Wants to get the free publicity, possibly.
To me, again, it just goes back to, I think Urban Meyer just gave him one last shot at a dream that he feels like he didn't get a fair chance at because whatever happened and shit, like, the whole circus thing.
Motherfucker won a playoff game, man. He did good.
He got his shot. Like, he played the NFL.
Yeah, he done did his shit. Hell yeah, man. He got a playoff victory, man. A touchdown. Walk-off touchdown. Yeah, in OT.
With the Broncos, right?
That's what's up. Yes, sir.
The first team that ever took him. Because,
man. And I remember when he was winning those games that year. That was fucking magical, dog.
It was.
Some of those games, yeah. So
it's like people wanted him to fail, but he just kept like prevailing every time. Just kept praying and doing like shit in the field. All right. Well, we've talked Tebow to death. I don't know if I have anything else. I think we've both said our piece.
Fuck Tebow, man. Fuck Tebow. I'll tell you what. Let's go to our beloved Texans, man. It's an easy bet right now. Over under 4 games. Are we gonna win and lose? You want to pull up their schedule? Let's just run through it quick. We'll just say win, loss, win, loss, win, loss.
That's a good
whatever.
idea. Let's say Texans schedule.
Yeah, their website's got a good one. Got the little pictures and everything. I'll tell you, Houston, we get a first round pick this year, so quite frankly, people just need to understand the difference in definition of a team that's tanking versus a team that's not trying to win. I believe our team is built not to tank. If we were going to tank, we wouldn't have signed all those. Nick Caserio was like the busiest GM in free agency. Remember that day he signed like 7-8 linebackers. He's just, trying to get weather through the storm. see what's going down. I don't think we tanking though. You know what I mean? But
Like on
No.
purpose.
well, not even on purpose. I just think we're not trying to win. We ain't trying to like go out there and get the cookie, you know. But I'll start, eating the crumbs and be a bottom feeder. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the Texans doing right now.
So, am I
As
looking at this
opposed to
right?
just-
I thought week 1 was.
No,
in
that's preseason.
Florida.
That's preseason. Just scroll down. Yeah.
Okay, so it was preseason.
You
Green
see?
Bay, Dallas, Tampa. Oh, so the regular season,
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars. So Tebow might be on the
Yeah,
field.
Jacksonville. I'd say this is the best chance we got to be 1-0. And I tell you what, if Tebow makes the opening day roster, then we definitely fucking winning this game. And I put fucking Talia's college fund on this one. I mean,
Do you have a
Trevor
college fund for your
Lawrence,
child?
rookie quarterback. Nah, man, we probably got like
There's nothing
no,
there.
probably got like 2 or 3 G's that Baba's playing with in stocks just to multiply it and shit. So yeah, it's just gonna keep doing that.
So we got Jacksonville. So we say that could be a win. Is it a win? Let's just say it.
Yeah, I'll take that one. That's a win. That's a win. We playing a rookie quarterback. We better find a fucking way. It's gonna be nice to see the David Culley era. This fucking senior citizen we have as a head coach.
Yeah,
God damn.
don't get me started. Browns week 2. I'm gonna say loss.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a loss. Like I said, don't like Baker, but respect the game. Baker's gonna be there. A healthy Odell Beckham. You already know Jarvis Landry, the running back. They're just loaded. I can't believe when's the last time
the Browns are starting
got,
to
like relevant fantasy players. Relevant. We're gonna be talking about them a lot.
They're starting to amass so much talent because they've sucked for so long. That's like they're just gonna win.
And
despite
they're actually
the
clicking
scheme.
now. It's one of the worst teams with like top first round, top 5, 6, 7 overall picks year to year. Jaguars.
I don't need to look at that to believe that, but yeah, the Browns and the Jaguars.
Yeah, so
I feel like although like the Browns at least are hitting on players, whereas the Jaguars just keep missing on like top picks, Blake Bortles.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Bortles, Blaine Gabbert. God damn, so many other quarterbacks. I know David Guerrero wasn't a high one, even all the way back to Byron Leftwich. Now the OC.
Week 3, Carolina Panthers win-loss. You got Sam Darnold. Although you got Tyrod Taylor playing against his former team, is he gonna be hyped up? Is he not?
Panthers, man. I say we have a good chance to take this one.
I say so too.
So we have a good chance to take this one.
So let's say 2-1 right now.
All right, 2-1. Then you got your Bills, automatic loss.
2-2. Patriots, probably a loss.
Patriots. I'm gonna say that's a loss.
2-3.
2-3.
Colts.
That's gonna be a loss, man. Colts are gonna be strong. Their old line got stronger. Jonathan Taylor, running back, is gonna get stronger. They bring him back. I think Marlon Mack's gone actually, but the fact that they just, oh man, defense. I don't know. They're kind of complete right now. I don't like Carson Wentz. I don't know why, but
it's weird, right? Like he had such a good rookie season and just hasn't done anything since then.
I'd say it was
seems like he's been struggling the whole time.
Dude, that year, like that was probably the Eagles' one of the best O lines, and that's probably what helped it. He just can't play under pressure, man. As much as comparisons, people say he's like a Big Ben Roethlisberger type comparison. Not really. Roethlisberger move around the pocket, throw under duress and stress. Wentz, man, can't. Wentz knees pops, So
it feels like
week 7, baby.
Yeah. Cardinals loss definitely.
Cardinals.
So
that's a loss. Yeah.
Where we like
right now we have 2 wins. We're only at 2 wins. Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah. Rams, man. I think that's a loss too. I wouldn't say definitely, but just because, we're gonna get outcoached, outclassed in this one.
I don't have a great technical reason.
Matt
for
Stafford,
this.
Man,
I feel like Matt Stafford's just gonna have a great season with the Rams.
Oh, and this is at home too. So Stafford's coming home. So
it's probably the new stadium, huh?
From Dallas.
New stadium's open.
No. This is I'm sorry. This is at home. Texans.
Oh, so, Texans. My bad.
He a Dallas boy from Highland Park, so I'm sure you're gonna have some fans.
I just feel like that's got to rejuvenate you. Like being on the fucking Lions year after year losing. You're now with the Rams. It's the sexy team in LA. You've got the young coach.
He has his chance. He has his chance right here.
Man.
Yeah,
he's gonna. I feel like
what he does.
When he
was drafted in 2009. Shit, he been around a while, man. 12
I've got to imagine him and his wife were so fucking happy when they heard you're being traded to the fucking LA Rams. You're going to LA. You're gonna go to Sunshine, California.
I'm I'm sure he got to pick it. I'm sure Detroit like granted him that wish. Like,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
you're
they're
not
like,
trading me to some bum fuck. You know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
It's the right thing to do because like he's just, I think he really gave Detroit his all, and I know he did a lot of stuff for the community.
And for me, talking down on these other quarterbacks, Carson Wentz, Sam Darnold, I like Stafford. I'll just say that. Hey, I'm always rooting for a Texas boy.
Oh,
too.
dude, like I mean, every time for me at least, every time I hear Stafford, you got to think about the play where his shoulder gets popped out of socket. He goes in there, just fucking throws a touchdown pass and wins the game. He's a tough dude,
That's
man.
his fucking rookie year, dude. That was his fucking rookie year too.
Yeah, he
man.
doesn't get enough credit for
Yeah.
like how tough he is. So Dolphins win lose.
Dolphins. Hey, we'll
Maybe.
get that out the way. It's nah, I'll say it's a loss.
You say a loss?
Yeah, I don't think Tua's a complete quarterback, but I think they got enough around him, man. I would tell. They got the playmaker. They reunited him as far as bringing his Alabama receiver with him, kind of like what Philly did with Jalen Hurts.
See, that's why I feel like we can compete because like Tua's not yet shown he's can put the game on his back and stuff. So I feel like if we keep the game close, could probably win. But you're okay. So
All
let's
right,
just.
all right. I can dig that. I dig that. You know what?
So I mean, we said 2 wins. Man, it's not. What
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's a toss-up for me.
This is more of a coin toss, though. I feel that. So we'll give them the half on this one, because I think right now the spread is 4.5. We'll make this one the half, huh? Since you and I will meet middle. We'll meet in the middle. Miami, though, hey man, you got a Will Fuller, who's on the Dolphins now. I believe Bernard McKinney, the linebacker.
It's
So,
true.
hey, it's gonna be a little, I don't think people are invested in as much as emotionally as like a D Hop or a JJ Watt, but hey, this is gonna be fun. Bernard McKinney, man, people forget he was a good linebacker. It's just, hey, Bill O'Brien paid him too much. It's kind of like shit. I'm in the construction industry. A lot of companies swallow themselves whole, get too much work, thin themselves out, and shit like that. This was one of those cases. He like got paid too much, and it hurt him in the end because he wasn't playing up to his pay. So.
Yeah, I feel like he was supposed to be a better Brian Cushing who could cover, but he never showed that he could cover. Or am I thinking of Zach? What's his last name?
You're thinking about Zach Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Yeah,
He's supposed to
Cunningham is still there too. Yeah,
right,
he's a good
Texas.
coverage guy, sure tackler. Now I don't know what McKinney was supposed to be. He was like your old school. He was like the fullback position, but on defense, like the old school, outdated middle linebacker thumper. You know what I mean? Stout guy. Pig-nosed fuck, no, now we need more lean, athletic, agile. We need former running backs, former all-state high school running backs, converted linebackers into college, type shit, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right, so we week 10's a bye week. So what are we saying? Miami's win-loss, or we're saying toss-up?
Yeah,
50-50.
we're saying toss-up. That's the half game, 2.5. We have 2.5 now.
All right, so week 11
Tennessee,
is
we're going to beat them, because fuck Tennessee. Yeah, they got a good team. Yeah, they got Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill ain't nothing. I don't care if he signed $100 million last year. They still don't have anybody that's gonna, I don't know, make plays with the ball. I know AJ's hot. They lost Corey Davis. AJ can't do it alone, man.
All right, so
I'm just gonna say we win in this one. Yeah.
So 3.5. Then week 12 is New York Jets. Jets were probably the worst team last year. They got the brand new quarterback.
We should win this one, man. We should win this one. This is another rookie quarterback, so we should be licking our chops. We get Ken old Barbie doll ass. We get to spread them plastic ass cheeks.
This is a bad question for this time, but who's our corners for the Texans these days?
We got Bradley Roby. Crickets. Yeah, you got Bradley Roby.
I'll look at it. I'll look at the depth chart. Pull it up.
Yeah, I think I know who we used to have, but I'll tell you, I don't even know who our safeties are anymore.
The whole team's dismantled. I honestly, as a Texan fan, I know so little about the roster because I just don't give a shit right now.
Oh man.
So okay, after the Jets, you have week 13, another matchup with the Colts. Do you think we're gonna sweep the Colts? Do you think we're gonna get one else? I feel like just with brain fart, their coach, Vrabel. He's just so smart. He's been with the Texans, but it's a new regime, new probably new scheme. But he's a smart guy. I'd find it surprising if we swept the Colts. We've rarely swept the Colts, I think, in our history of league. So I feel like they'll get this one on us. That's just me.
Yeah. No, they will. They will.
So
They
so
will.
far we have like what 3.5.
Yep, we said 3.5.
Well, this is terrible. Seattle Seahawks. That's a
Automatic loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The week 15, another matchup with the Jaguars.
See, I don't think Jacksonville will give us a sweep, right? So I think we catch them week 1, but they'll catch us slipping. This is gonna be one of those games like, why didn't we win? It's gonna be typical Texans loss
You got week
fashion, I say.
15. Maybe Trevor Lawrence is starting to pick up the game more, coming into his
Yeah,
own.
yeah.
So yeah, I could see that.
And
This is-
remember, man, I think this is one, like I just said, where this is one we'll probably lose. There's always 1 or 2 games where we shouldn't have won, and we end up winning. I think week 16 is a good one where you got playing the Charger squad. I love Justin Herbert. Shit, motherfucker, rookie of the year. I mean, it was hot, man. Um, we have their OC though, Pep Hamilton. I think he's gonna shed a little light, educate our defense a little bit on how to stop them. And I'm thinking this is just one of those games we had no business winning, but we're gonna win the day after Christmas. Hey, why not? And then we'll get donkey stomped the following week against the Niners. Um, and this is weird to see week 18. We got 17 games this year. So here we go with the Titans, man.
Titans at the van. Man, okay. Do we play
Yeah.
Titans 3 times?
No,
No, just
do
2.
we?
Okay.
Ain't
no,
no way. Yeah. I wonder how they do pick that last one though.
Titans win-loss, last game of the season, regular season.
Yeah, you know what? I say we sweep them. Fuck them, cause fuck Tennessee. I don't like the Titans, man. So yeah, what do we end up with? 5.5 wins. Shit, I'll take it, man.
All right. Okay. Either way, I mean, I think it's gonna be fun, especially with COVID and stuff. I'm excited for the NFL season, and I don't know how you work with how you root for teams, but for me, it's like I'm from Houston. I gotta support the local team. I fucking hate when people are like, "Oh, I'm from fucking Houston, but I like the Patriots because they win Super Bowls." It's like that's not how it works, bitch. It's like when you were in high school, you didn't get to root for fucking Cy-Fair and shit, It's like
No.
you gotta root for your fucking team.
I agree, bro. I agree. I tell you, man, another motherfucker I hate. I'm really not into draft grades, man, because it's just tough. We really you're just talking shit at that point, like why you think a pick's good or why it agreed with what. But I do like you talk about potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, hey, they got this kind of guy. This is what he's done. This is what we think he can do. It sounds a little more just positive. You know what I'm saying? Versus just like, you know. A, B, C, C, Of course, Texans always be getting Fs and shit, so maybe that's why I'm a little biased. But yeah, I'll say, hey, we already know Jacksonville won, right? They got their next Peyton Manning, their next Andrew Luck. They ain't talked about a guy like this in a while, Trevor Lawrence. Speaking of studs, though,
I'm
if you
pulling
could
up.
guess,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, what's up?
I'm just pulling up like vanilla draft grades. See what Pro Football Focus gave everyone.
Yeah.
Let's just. I want to go see what Texas, because I think they didn't like the Texans draft grades, but we didn't have many picks. I kind of like it.
We picked a quarterback with our first one. With our third rounder, but
So-
in a team that has many holes to fill, I think we could have went somewhere else.
So the draft grade by Pro Football Focus is a C-, not great. Yeah, our first pick was a quarterback, and from what I hear, I thought this would be more like, hey, he could be a good number 2. Maybe we find a way to keep Deshaun Watson. Maybe we find someone else. But I'm hearing more and more that RGM really likes this kid from Stanford, and they think he could be a very viable starter if Deshaun Watson gets let go, traded, or just whatever the fuck we lose him. So that's,
Well, hey, like we talked about earlier, it's going to be baptism by fire. That's how I want to see it. I want to throw the rookie in right away, and it's not necessarily where he starts or where he's at or what he did in college, but to me, it's how's he going to progress from week 1 all the way down to week 18. You know what I'm saying? If he gets enough progression points and shows that he's catching on, he's going to have the chance the following year and then stack on that performance and gain momentum. So hey, I'm down, man. I agree. Then if Casario's all in, let's do it. But he's already got a couple receivers. Got good running back committee, bro. Mark Ingram can come back from 2019. It wasn't that long ago. 2019, he damn near all pro almost, I think. Philip Lindsay, you know what I'm saying? Who's still young, fresh legs. got a decent supporting cast, man. That O line is not bad. You know, I ain't gonna say it's godly, but it's not bad. Got to be right there with average, probably a little bit more. So
we only got 5 guys from the draft. We got quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, and then the last 2 doesn't even have their positions listed. A kid from TCU and a kid from Arizona. I think we got an edge rusher, but we got a quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, and then the last 2. I know one was an edge.
Arizona was a tackle.
Okay.
Arizona was a defensive tackle.
TCU, I think, is an edge rusher. Maybe Garrett Wallow.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Texans they had so many holes. It didn't matter what they drafted, and obviously, Caserio he moved up to draft that Michigan kid. So if there's anything to grade about that, I would give him positive points because, yeah, they had to give up a few more picks to move up, but they got a guy that was rated, you know, a much higher talent than where he went in the 5th round. He was like a 3rd or a late 2nd round talent, and they got him in the 5th. So.
Yeah, I did hear people really like that one. I mean, I say people because I didn't really have an opinion about it.
We got a lot of small squirrely fucks, you know. We had the Randall Cobbs, the Brandon Cooks types. We needed a bigger body outside receiver type guy, 6'4", 225. So we'll see what goes down. I think this kid opted out COVID last year. So if that's the case, then I'm all for that. As far as staying fresh, you know, sitting out a year, whatever. So
just looking at who Pro Football Focus gave an A+ to, they gave the Chicago Bears A+ for draft grades. They got Justin Fields, they got a couple tackles, running back, wide receiver, cornerback, and then I have no fucking idea. DI, what's a DI? Defensive end? That's DE.
I don't know. Shit.
Anyway, so I mean that Justin Fields, I think everyone was surprised. I'm pretty sure Chicago traded up to get him, right? They traded.
Yeah, of course, yeah, for sure they did. And hey, man, they got their guy. Like we said earlier, they missed out on the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. Mitch Trubisky didn't work out. Remember, they picked him instead. Embarrassing. It's good for them to swallow their pride and come back now. Atlanta, there were rumors the whole time Julio Jones was going to get traded. Time to move on from Matt Ryan. What were they going to do with that pick? The fact that they got that dynamic freak of nature. You know, ain't had a tight end talked about like this since Vernon Davis. Kyle Pitts.
Pitts.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try one more run with Julio, Matt Ryan and company. You know what I mean? They're hoping this guy elevates him like I guess the Tony Gonzalez days. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I think they did win by getting him though. I think running backs won in this draft, man. We all talked about how this shift in theories that running backs are interchangeable. They can be run by committee. You don't need to pay the big money guys. Evident in like a Zeke Elliott fact, you know, bitch ass who can't even, you know, got paid and ain't done shit now. You know, Eddie Lacy, Cheeseburger Eddie Lacy, if you remember him. These guys. But you know, last year it took the last pick of the 1st round for a running back off the board. This year Alabama took theirs, Najee Harris, and E.T. from Travis from Clemson. So 2 running backs went off. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I like the Giants. We talked about the receiver he got earlier. I don't like what New England did getting Mac Jones. But
it's funny because I was looking at like who they gave an A+ to. They being Pro Football Focus again. It's the Bears. It's the Chargers. It's the Patriots who took Mac Jones.
Oh shit! Okay.
And it's the Browns. And I'm like the Browns. I didn't even follow their draft, but the rich keep getting richer, I guess. I mean, they're not rich with wins, but players and talent they are. I feel like, okay, let's see here. Who did Browns take? A cornerback, linebacker, wide receiver, offensive tackle, linebacker, safety, running back.
And that's kind of how you know when a team is good now, when they're not taking those flashy picks like they used to in the beginning and miss on those receivers or, you know, the guy with the flashy statistics, the combine warriors, you know. Shit.
Let's look at the Patriots draft. So, like, the funny thing about the Patriots is, and a lot of people made jokes, Bill Belichick, after, like, having a terrible season, he uncharacteristically opened the piggy bank and, like, spent a lot of money on free agency, which is not known of what they do. They're very pay the cheap guys, kind of what Nick Caserio is doing, spread the money out, bring guys for competition. But it's like he's pissed off Tom Brady went to the Super Bowl and, like, kind of proved that he was the special sauce to it. So now Bill Belichick's like, no, motherfuckers, I'm going to show you what I can do, and I'm going to put the money in, you know, where I want to see it. And they drafted a quarterback, even though they're bringing back Cam Newton. They have the second quarterback behind him that they were all high on before Cam Newton got in there. Forgot his name. But like anyway, who the fuck was there? They were like, oh, this kid can do it. We believe in him.
Yeah.
But then they brought in Cam Newton, who didn't do that well. I think he had the first 2 or 3 games. They're like, oh, this is a pretty exciting, cool New England game. And then all of a sudden, like they just start tanking, and Cam was just like flopping everywhere. So
Jarrett Stidham.
So
Yeah,
Mac
Jarrett
Jones,
Stidham.
it's their first pick. They always say your first round pick should be a day 1 starter. Is Mac Jones a day 1 starter?
Nah, man, he's not.
Alabama quarterback,
You
like
know.
you said, surrounding cast, and I think that he's now a meme because
He throws a pretty deep ball.
yeah, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, he's got touch with his receivers. I don't know if Alabama is really a rhythm type offense though, which is what's going to be more like in the NFL and New England system. I'd say at least. But then again, I don't know. New England runs that game plan where it's different week to week. If he's got the high football IQ that's assumed, then he should be all right. You know, those were his pluses, his attributes, processing info quick and shit.
Maybe
But that's not a reason to take him first round. I don't think any other team was going to take him the first round. I'll say that.
Yeah, it felt a little desperate because I mean I can't say that I watch college football that closely to really know or see who is first round worthy. But it's funny, Mac Jones has become a meme. Have you seen the national championship? He has a cigar in his mouth with a shirt off. Dude looks like he just eats Cheetos and sits on the couch all day. Like, does not look like a national championship body. So
Yeah,
now, like,
man.
a lot of people are putting like him up to like the old Tom Brady when Tom Brady was first drafted. This guy just looks pudgy. He doesn't even look skinny. Tom Brady looked just skinny and like needed to eat a fucking cheeseburger. This guy is like, you just look like you put
That
on.
country strong, man. That country strong, man.
Yeah, it was just so funny, and it's
not that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, man, he still put up numbers, and he didn't have his number 1 receiver for a lot of the year. Of course, his number 2 receiver ended up winning the fucking Heisman, but that's neither here or there. So, man, hey, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
What's happening, man? What's happening, huh?
baby? Let's see.
I want to give a shout out to Batman, to Bruce Wayne Dangalang.
Oh, wait, back with J-Lo. Bennifer's back. Bennifer 2021.
Yeah, man.
We haven't
I'll
seen this
give a
since
shout out.
2002.
Give a shout out to Batman, man. Getting back with that ass, man. Look at
It's
him, man.
funny
He say,
'cause-
fuck Catwoman, fuck Poison Ivy. Couldn't
He
say
was
no
married.
to that
He was married
taco,
to
though.
Electric, bro. Jennifer Garner, right?
Yeah, and they got kids, and they gonna co-parent, and everything's gonna be fine. She gonna keep doing Capital One credit card commercials. Fuck that bitch.
So here's the
Ben
funny.
Affleck had J Lo picking him up, like J Lo sending the white Suburban to his place to pick him up.
This
Like, man,
this
that's-
is true. You know this?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I believe if you refer to my sources, US and people.com, yes.
Yes. Oh man, it's kind of crazy that I mean, J-Lo, she don't give a fuck. She was with A-Rod, the different A-Rod, not Aaron Rodgers, Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Apparently, this dude cheated on her, right? I think that's the story. That's what my wife tells me. Is like apparently he cheated on her.
Oh shit, A-Rod?
Yeah, that's the reason why they broke up. He apparently cheated on
First
her.
you cheat baseball. Yeah, I understand you cheat baseball, man, with the steroids. You gonna cheat J-Lo, man?
And especially because like they also, from again what my wife tells me, A-Rod and her were together. They broke up, and then she went off and married like her old flame, Mark, whoever the hell.
Okay.
And the Latino singer,
Mark,
whatever.
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony, right?
Yeah.
They got divorced. A-Rod comes back in the picture, so J-Lo has a history of just kind of going back to her old flames, I guess.
Yeah, they be comparing her to she over here trying to be like Michael Jordan, man. Tom Brady, Thanos. She trying to get all the stones. She's trying to
a fan of
collect
that.
6 rings, man. She's trying to call off the engagement and shit. Yeah, man.
So then this dude,
You know, a lot of people hate on J Lo. I don't know why. Oh, my bad. Yeah, let me hear this.
No. So this
the
is the
A-Rod
story that I
Chronicles.
know. A-Rod like cheats on her with
Yeah.
someone, so that's why the engagement gets put on pause, and then it just gets called off because I guess they figure they can't work through it. This dude post a memoir or whatever. Like I remember, again my wife showed me. He posted on Instagram just like he was filming. Like it's kind of sad, and I remember being very sad after a breakup. But I never did this shit, dude. Like post like photos of him and J-Lo on Instagram, just like lines up fucking photos of him and her over the years. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like you're a grown ass man.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
dude.
so yeah, it just does that. And then, so anyway, J-Lo and Ben Affleck just start talking again. and not but like a week or two later, she's off vacationing with Ben Affleck, and apparently A-Rod is just devastated that she is like, "Nah, bitch, I'm gone, and I am looking for a new guy." And then you got Ben Affleck here who like cheated on his wife with the nanny. I think that's why his marriage.
Oh, for real?
That's why his marriage went to shit. Yeah,
I thought it was like alcoholism and all that.
a little bit that
Damn,
too.
man.
Dude was just like off the rails. I think he fucked the nanny. Also was going through alcohol addiction or whatever. He went to rehab. Blah blah blah. So both these people are like, you know, torn hearts, bad marriages, failed marriages, and Ben Affleck, motherfucker, you know, he in the news and all like the tabloids, he likes to act like, you know, we've stayed friends and stuff. He knows exactly what he was doing. He knew shit was gonna fail eventually. He wanted his foot in the door, and then he got it, and so he, you know. He's not, but she's not stupid either. So anyway, it's funny. We're back to 2002 apparently, and they're apparently a real deal.
Hey,
And like
good for them, man.
And apparently it's like I heard or saw something where like A-Rod's like, you know, it's possible for two people just to have like a nice vacation getaway and be friends. I'm like, yeah, no, man. I think they're fucking. Probably.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Oh man, what else I wanted to bring up, man?
Besides that,
I'm ready. Black Widow's coming back. Finally, the movie been out for how long? They still ain't showed it yet. It's coming out on my birthday.
At this point, I think it was supposed to be released like 2 years ago.
Like last August or
year.
some shit.
Yeah,
man.
definitely a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, still no word on X-Men. Still no word on Fantastic Four. But shit,
X-Men's definitely happening.
Coming out. Yeah, just not. It's not coming up in the next 10, 12 movie slate.
I feel like the Black Widow movie though is like more of like just a nod to ScarJo, be like, hey, you worked with so long, we got to give you your own movie. It's not a needed movie for the whole.
No, this one's a prequel more. Yeah, it's more of how she.
It's
gained,
like
yeah,
I think it's
gonna be a tight origin story. It's gonna be a tight origin story.
No, for sure. And then
Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. I think they just releasing that because all the Asian hate going on. All them Shanks getting beat up and shit. They trying to help make people feel better.
Well,
Eternal sounds tight. Angelina Jolie.
They were
Christian Bale in that one.
They had started this one though before all the Asian hate and stuff.
Oh no, I was just kidding, man.
Do you feel like it's a good do you give a shit? Do you care if there's Asians as superheroes instead of a bunch of white people all the time?
No. As long as they stay true to the comic material, that's what I like. I like staying true to shit, you know. Even I like Snyder shit, but even he go a little too wild sometimes, a little off to a tangent, parallel paths, different dimension type variations. You know,
I'm actually pretty excited for this Shang-Chi one. I honestly didn't know anything about the comics.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that one.
I mean, it looks. Yeah. I watched the trailer. It's pretty dope. It just looks like this guy was born into like this family where he had to was like an awesome kung fu martial artist, but he was like, "No, fuck that. I want to be a normal person and live my life." And then shit happens. He's like, "No, you have to be called to your destiny and show how badass you are." Like that's what the trailer is at least. So it's pretty dope. Eternals looks pretty sick. A lot of good actors in Eternals. Got Angelina Jolie in it. Got that Indian dude who got ripped to shit for this movie.
Also, Kit Kat in this one. Game of Thrones dude. One of them boys in Game of Thrones.
Well, that's the cool thing about Marvel. They get like very fucking good actors, and they pay very well for the talent to come here. So.
Yeah, man. What else I see? Spider-Man: No Way Home. That one's gonna be sick. I talked about that last time.
Yeah.
That's gonna be insane. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's picking off where WandaVision left off.
So have you seen?
Apparently, Doctor Strange was supposed to cameo in that one at the end, but they pulled it out.
Yeah. Was it because of COVID, or would they just?
No, they pulled it out. They didn't want the whole stereotypical man coming to save the town or some shit.
I don't even know if it's meant to be. I think it was just gonna be like in that final credit scene or something. Did you see?
Yeah. It was gonna be something at the end. Yeah. But that's why they just said nah. They didn't want to take away from.
Well, the cool thing is arc. With the whole the last ending credit scene for the WandaVision shit was just that it kind of ties in the whole spell book shit to Doctor Strange, universe, where he was all about the spell book.
Wizardry.
Yeah. So now I think the thing that they try to leave you with in WandaVision, there's a reason that this chick survived the contact with the stone. There's something she was kind of meant to be a wizard witch all along. The stone kind of brought it out of her. versus the stone
Yeah.
gave her the powers kind of shit. So I thought that was an interesting twist and like how to tie it back into like, no, she's the Scarlet Witch. She's not just like some chick that got powers from an Infinity Stone. So interesting shit either way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, they creative with their storytelling, man.
No,
And they know how to tie the shit in later. It's very
yeah, they're very good at like trying
detailed,
to
intricate.
But besides that,
See what else? Thor: Love and Thunder. That's gonna be tight.
That'd be tight.
Natalie Portman coming back.
This is the
Ragnarok
first-
was funny as fuck.
This is the first Marvel flick independent that is having a fourth movie. Usually it's 3 and done. That's been the formula. 3 Iron Man, you're done. 3 Guardians of the Galaxy. The director's already said like there's gonna be 3 and we're gonna be done.
This is the one Christian Bale's in. Christian Bale's in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's funny that like, they've mentioned like why they feel like they need to do a fourth Thor because they feel like they didn't capture the right mood and genre with the first 2. Like it was too like I'm mighty Thor, I'm this old English dude. But when
Yeah.
Taika Waititi came in with Ragnarok, they're like, no, this is what we want to
Added
do.
some flavor. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, we got to do another one just like this. So I think like he's the very first. Chris Hemsworth is getting his own fourth movie, and it's the very first time it's ever happened.
Good, man.
So it's pretty dope.
Good, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. Taika Waititi is a hell of a director. And did you ever see? I think we asked this. Jojo Rabbit. Have you seen that?
Nah, man.
Dude, you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit?
Uh-uh.
You gotta watch it. It's
What's
fucking
that?
hilarious. Jojo Rabbit's the one where he basically makes fun of Hitler. He dresses up as Hitler.
Oh, okay. No, never seen it.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
All right.
But yeah, a lot of exciting
Yeah,
stuff
I'll
coming
check
out in
it out, man.
movies. And with
Yep.
2021, kind of a little bit. Are you vaccinated? Did you get vaccinated?
Nah.
Sorry.
You done though, right?
I did. I got my second shot the other day. It just made me feel tired as shit. But I only did it because like it was available. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. But I think we're gonna start seeing a bit of more normalcy, a little probably hybrid in 2021, where kind of not back to normal, but kind of back to normal. You know, we're getting NFL games, NFL's in the stands, fans in the stands, like we mentioned. So I'm excited, man. But other than that, I think we covered it from Bennifer to Marvel.
Yeah,
what else
man.
can you talk about?
Nah, man. Let's get out of here. Call it a night. I'll see you in a couple of days. We'll do a little live cast. Throw some food videos up soon, man.
Yeah.
Do a little boil. We'll get that on film this weekend, man.
Oh yeah, dude. So yeah, come down, get the boil ready, and if you have a secret recipe that you've brought, definitely let me know.
I'm gonna bring the butter. I'm gonna make the butter and bring it down. You already know.
You're gonna bring the butter?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring the ingredients. I'll probably make it at your place.
All right. Well, let me know. I'm gonna go to the store and pick shit up. But yeah, man, it's been fun. Thank you for another awesome cast, and we'll mix it down and holla at your boy.
If y'all miss K Who, we'll get him next week, man.
Yeah, he's getting ready to get married again because he's already kind of married. But all right, man, have a good one.
All right, boy. Peace.
You already know, like a flower in, but I had to let it grow. So then I had to chop it like it was the weed. Then you could tell it wasn't what I needed. But that pussy, them legs was spread, so I had to feed like we was at a buffet. I didn't have time, so I got the fast pass like we was at Disneyland. I skipped the lines, you know, I went to first and I ate the whole plate up. Then I looked in the face and I looked at him and said, okay, baby, let me see that broad panties, let me see these go. And I like them $100 size areolas. Oh.
Let me explain. Hoes on the brain. She's on the dick. I'm coming quick and I can't even refrain. Let me explain. Hoes on the brain. She's on the dick. I'm coming quick and I can't even refrain. Out late night, Hong Kong. Tiny ass girl, red thong. Out on the dance floor, nipples popping.